Welcome back to our channel Respect Education. We have seen earlier basic proportionality theorem, or in short we can call it as BPT theorem or Thales theorem also. Now we see the converse of BPT theorem. Converse of BPT theorem means basic proportionality theorem. If it is asked in the examination, we need to write the statement also. So let us see the statement. If a line divides two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. Let us see what exactly it means. If a line divides two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, for example here let us consider a triangle, name it as A, B, C, and we take a line that divides any two sides. Here I am taking AB and AC. For example here if I take DE, so let us show this as a line. For example, if DE divides AB and AC in the same ratio, means the ratios are equal, then we need to prove DE is parallel to BC. So let us write here given. What is given? In a triangle ABC, DE is drawn such that here it divides, DE divides AB and AC in the same ratio, means we can take AD by DB. Here AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. This is given. So in future this will be helpful for us. So let us take it as equation number 1. Now what to prove here? To prove this DE is parallel to BC. This is the symbol for parallel to BC. Now let us see the proof. Here we take another assumption or another supposition that DE is not parallel to BC. So here let us take the case as that DE is not parallel to BC. So here consider DE is non-parallel to BC. Finally we are going to prove DE is parallel to BC only. For the time being we are just taking that this DE is not parallel to BC. Okay, if DE is not parallel to BC, can we draw a parallel line from D? Definitely yes. From D we have drawn one line E, that is DE, that is not parallel. Then definitely from D we are able to draw one more parallel line to BC. So let us here construct another parallel line from D, that is, for example, here let us take this point as F. See here, E and F both are different. Okay, for your understanding I will draw little bit down. From D, let us draw one more line, that is DF. Assume that DF and BC are parallel. So here, since DE is not parallel to BC, construct or draw another line, that is DF, that is parallel to BC. Now DE is not parallel to BC, no problem. Here DF is parallel to BC. Right. Now here there is a line, parallel line is drawn, a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle which intersects other two sides of the triangle at two distinct points, those are D and F. Then this DF divides the other two sides in the same ratio, that is already we have learnt, that is BPT theorem. So BPT theorem says that if this line is parallel, ratios are equal. So here we can take, since DF is parallel to BC, so by BPT theorem, actually basic proportionality theorem, we can say that here DF divides AB and AC in the same ratio, means AD by DB is equal to AF by FC. Clear? So here DF follows the BPT theorem because DF is parallel to BC but not DG. DF is parallel to BC, that's why here we applied BPT theorem for DF only, DF to this triangle ABC. Let us take this as equation number 2. Now compare 1 and 2. From 1 and 2 we can say AD by DB equal to AE by AC. The same AD by DB is equal to AF by FC. Here these two are equal. Again in the same value is equal to this. As you have seen, if A equal to B and A equal to C, then we can say B equal to C. Clear? So let us apply the same logic here for this concept, for this situation. Here you take in your mind, you take it as A equal to B, same A because both are same, equal to some C. So here we can say B equal to C. So we can write here AE by EC is equal to AF by FC. So let us add 1 both the sides, add 1 both the sides, we get that AE by EC plus 1 is equal to AF by FC plus 1. So let us do simplification. AE as AE plus, if we take EC as LCM, then 1 into EC becomes EC is equal to, right side also let us apply the same AF. Here if we take FC as the LCM, AF plus FC 1 jar here FC. So let us simplify. AE plus EC gives us AC. So this is AC by EC. Same way, AF plus FC also AC. AC is equal to FC. So here let us cancel the numerator by 1, means AC times AC 1 jar AC, AC 1 jar AC. Let us do cross multiplication. We get here EC 1 jar EC equal to FC 1 jar FC. So finally here I am writing EC is equal to FC. You understand this point. E to C distance and F to C distance, or we can say the distance between EC and FC, both are the same. So it happens, it is possible only if E and F coincide each other. So we can say that here I am writing by rubbing this. So here we got EC equal to FC. it is possible only when E coincides with F, that means E is equal to F, then only we can say EC is equal to FC, right? So here E equal to F. Now here let us come back to this situation. We already know that DF is parallel to BC. So already we have DF is parallel to BC. Just now we got that E equal to F. So F can be replaced with E. So let us write DE is parallel to BC. This is what we have to prove in this theorem. So finally we can say that if a line divides, that means DE divides triangle in the same ratio, that means line divides two sides of a triangle, means AB and AC in the same ratio, means if AD by DB is equal to AE by EC, then we can say clearly DE is parallel to BC. This is called converse of basic proportionality theorem. Now let us see basic proportionality theorem. Basic proportionality theorem and converse of basic proportionality theorem. Converse of basic proportionality theorem in a single shot, so that it can be helpful for solving problems in the coming exercises. Basic proportionality theorem states that in a triangle, let us take it as ABC, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect other two sides in two distinct points, then the line divides other two sides in the same ratio. That means here the starting thing is that DE is parallel to BC. If DE is parallel to BC, then we can say that ratios are equal, means AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. That means here we need to understand that first the parallel condition, then we enter the ratios. So here remember, this is parallel. So here P for parallel implies here ratios are equal, R for ratios. So you keep in mind, whenever parallel is given, then we can write the corresponding ratios are proportional, or we can say corresponding sides are, the ratios of the corresponding sides are equal. So here parallel implies ratios are equal. Now whereas if we come to the converse of BPT, here if a line divides, let us take here a line DE divides AB and AC in the same ratio, means here we should take the ratio first. AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. If it happens, then the conclusion is that this line is parallel to the third side, then here DE is parallel to BC. So here if the ratios are equal, then here these lines are parallel. So here you can understand that first ratios are to be equal. So R, if R happens, then the lines are parallel. P happens, If R happens, then P will be happened. So here R implies P, R for ratios, P for parallel. Here same P for parallel, R for ratios. Here I am writing P for parallel. Here R for ratios are equal. Same here R for ratios. If ratios are equal, P for parallel. Right. So here arrow indicates that if it happens. See here first arrow indicates that parallel I have taken. Here arrows indicate the ratios are equal if ratios are equal. Now here I would like to give you a small technique to remember this. Actually not all children, but some children they may be feeling little bit difficulty to keep it in mind. See here I would like to give you a small technique with which you can remember whether it is BPT or converse of BPT. The technique is that from the childhood you have been learning alphabets A, B, C, D, so on up to Z. So in the alphabets, if you observe, you see you will get P after Q, then R, S, T, remaining all. So here A to P, then R to Z. So here you have learned the alphabets from A to Z. So here you understand the order. P after you have learnt R. In the order, first P comes, then R comes. That means here P comes, R comes. If it follows the order, that is BPT theorem. If it is reverse of the order, first R comes, then P comes. First if it is R comes, then P comes. That means order is changed, reversed, reverse, converse. You remember like that. If it is reversed, that is converse. So here R becomes P is the converse of BPT. So here finally, if the lines are parallel, the corresponding ratios are equal. That is BPT. P implies R. If ratios are equal, then the corresponding lines are parallel. So R implies P. This is converse of BPT. I think it is easy for you to remember very well. By using these concepts, we are going to solve the problems in the upcoming exercises.